Today on Softball 360, presented by USA Softball. The best 16U and 18U ladies travel to Clearwater, Florida for the USA Softball Gold National Championships. A great opportunity for teams to test their skills. And between games, a week of fun on some of the best beaches in America. The USA Softball Stadium Power Tour travels to Las Vegas, home of the Vegas 51s for round 4. They're joined by special guest slugger, MLB legend Jose Canseco. Jose has set out for a new world record for the longest softball home run hit. What would you expect when 26 countries from all over the globe come together with softball as the common thread? At the WBSC Junior Women's World Championships, great games are just the start. It's all coming up next on
Softball 360!
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Softball 360. We're here to see the best of the best compete on the center stage. Welcome to Softball 360, presented by USA Softball. I'm your host, Jenny Finch. Let's get things started with the USA Softball 60-under and 80-under Gold Nationals, which were held in the beautiful Clearwater, Florida. And after watching these teams compete hard, it is clear that our sport is in good hands. Let's get it started with the 16-under.
It's a three! 1, 2, 3!
Hits!
You are looking at the future of softball. USA Softball Gold National Championships.
These athletes nowadays are so advanced. When I was their age, I felt like I was crawling. They are sprinting. Just amazing athletes. They understand the game, so they're well schooled, lots of experience, lots of passion, which is why it's so fun to watch.
1, 2, 3! Oh, yes, so great! Now 3, 1, 2, 3, now! Gators!
You talk about the top level of play. This was here. This was it at USA Softball Gold Nationals.
The USA Softball Gold National Championship attracts the best teams and players from across the nation. Many are already college-bound via a softball scholarship, but there are also plenty of college scouts on hand evaluating potential new recruits.
This is really good competition. It's probably the best that we've faced just through all the tournaments that we played throughout the summer. The pitching's really good, the defense is good, and there's a lot of good offensive players out here.
On the field, great players and great plays for sure. But a week in Clearwater also brings teams closer together. Plenty to do between games in Clearwater. It's home to top-rated beaches and much more.
Clearwater is a great community. It is very supportive, loves the sport of softball, which is what it's all about. We have an amazing mayor, we have a great commission. They love to bring in and host people, and because there's so much to do. So you're on the field, you're playing, we've got great grounds crew. They make sure that no matter what's happening with the weather, you're gonna have the opportunity to be able to play. But then on your downtime, you can go to the beach, you can go to the Marine Aquarium. There's just so much to do in Pinellas County that this makes it a destination to be able to come and play the sport we love, but also for the family to enjoy themselves and have a vacation.
As soon as we were driving in, I was talking about just like how pretty this place is, and this might be like the prettiest beaches and like bays I've ever seen. And so I went to the beach. I actually got my hair done. I got them cornrowed.
Back on the field, the action continues. It's the game that brings teams and families together. The softball diamond is like a classroom offering gems of wisdom and life lessons to those who take part.
The vibe is amazing. It's so great to be surrounded by so many girls who love the sport and who are continuing to play and will play in college. So it's just cool to be around a bunch of good softball players and a bunch of people who want to be out here.
Let's head over to the championship game between Florida Impact and the Atlanta Vipers. Both teams showed skills and teamwork way above their age group, but one team had to win. And a big shout out and congrats to Florida Impact, the 2017 USA Softball Gold 16U champs.
You know what, when you play in tournaments like this, it just becomes a battle of who can make the least amount of mistakes, who can get ready, and our girls just did a great job battling all week. We never gave up, we were always in every game, and they played great. They played great.
Congrats to all the players, coaches, families, fans. There's nothing better than coming out together competing for a national championship. I know when I was 16, I treasure those memories, gearing up, hopping on an airplane, possibly heading to the goal that you've been working hard towards all season long, and it's finally here. Let's play ball.
Still ahead on Softball 360. Softball teams from 26 nations around the globe have gathered in Clearwater, Florida for the WBSC Junior Women's World Championship. How will Team USA perform? We'll hear from head coach Laura Burr. The world record for the longest softball home run is 535 feet. And MLB MVP Jose Canseco has come to test his long ball skills. He's a special guest on the USA Softball Stadium Power Tour, and he's out to set a new record. Time to show what you got, softball vets. If you are 50 or over, sign up now for a one-of-a-kind event, the Legends of the Game Home Run Derby. The greats of slow pitch will hit for glory on Friday, September 29th at the Hall of Fame Complex in Oklahoma City. For details, log on to softball360.com. But
Softball 360, presented by USA Softball, is brought to you by Easton Sports. There is a difference, and the difference is Easton. By Monster, the highest performance softball bats on the planet. And by Worth Sports. Elevate your level of play with innovative high-performance equipment.
The world comes together and softball brings us closer. It's time for highlights from this year's WBSC Women's Junior World Championships.
what would you expect when 26 countries from all over the globe come together with softball as the common thread? At the WBSC Junior Women's World Championship in Clearwater, Florida, great games and sportsmanship. The opening ceremony took place, where else, but at one of Clearwater's great beaches.
USA all the way.
This is legit.
This is beautiful.
I love it. This is probably one of the best ceremonies ever.
As the teams from all around the globe came to celebrate and prepare for a week of intense softball.
All of the way from Bahamas.
God save the Queen.
From the sand to the sandlot, time to get to work.
This year we had 26 countries here, which is the largest world championship that we've ever had. It's very interesting to see that. A lot of cultural differences here, and it all meshes together, and its politics is out of it, and it creates a really good atmosphere.
The Eddie C. Moore Complex is the site, a world-class facility that can easily host 26 teams from around the world and their fans. Some new teams to the game brought plenty of energy to the field. When the dust settles, it all comes down to the final, as USA and Japan get ready to determine a champion.
They have really joined together as a cohesive group.
for a team that really hasn't been together for very long, they really have come together as one team for one goal. And so they're fun to be around. They're a good group. They love this game. They play with passion.
Stay tuned. We'll have highlights of this battle of softball giants next week on Softball 360.
How will the USA Softball Junior Women's National Softball Team fare in the finals? Check out next week on Softball 360.
The best 18U ladies are ready to play ball at the USA Softball Gold National Championships. When Softball 360 returns, we'll get ready to crown a champion in Clearwater, Florida. And the USA Softball Stadium Power Tour is queued and ready in Las Vegas. Team Mikan, Worth, and Easton are ready. But first, here's Jenny Finch with today's softball secret.
Strong and balanced. They call this the tip of the triangle. Moving towards home plate, they have a firm, solid break. Quick tip on the grip. So for my fastball, my screwball, I can even throw my changeup and my drop ball. I always throw with the 4-seam rotation C and those fingertips right along the end of those seams. And I really pull off of those seams, using all that finger strength, trying to get the most spin and speed and torque on that ball to get by the hitters. Welcome back to Softball 360, presented by USA Softball. Let's return to Clearwater, Florida for the 1600 and 1800 Gold National Championships. Let's check out the 1800 division, and we'll get to see all the stars of the future of NCAA softball.
The gold standard continues. The nation's best young ladies come together, continuing the tradition of the USA Softball Gold National Championships.
A lot of these girls are going to big schools, and school people that we're going to see in the future, so they're all great players all around and makes it a lot more fun. It's so much fun to be out here and be with your friends. I've met so many great people through playing this sport and gone to travel and make so many memories, so it's been really fun.
The goal is simple, to test and be tested. And along the way, have fun as a team and create lifelong memories.
A lucky French braid. That's what we call it. Oh, it's awesome. It's always upbeat here. Everybody's trying to win. It's great.
These young softball stars have taken their game to the highest level possible with great coaching, technique, and amazing athletic skills. USA Softball Gold National Championships and the 18U ladies have taken to the field at Clearwater's Eddie Seymour Complex. After a week of intense softball, it comes down to this. The final, Mississippi Elite and Virginia Unity. These are two great teams, evenly matched, well coached, and both playing hard. But in the end, the championship goes to Virginia Unity.
A great pitching duel. Both the Unity and the Elite had great pitchers in the circle, but very good defense as well. There were their strikeouts. Both pitchers worked from ahead, and that allowed the defense to really be able to make some outstanding plays. One defensive miscue did end up leading to the single run for the Unity, but it was a great battle. You have to love the way the Elite in the bottom of the 7th had an opportunity to walk off and win it, but the Unity were just able to come out on top and shut them down.
It meant so much to us. We've been fighting for this since day one. We thought about it at the beginning of the summer. We said, this is what we're going for. We don't care about anything else. We want to win this national title, and that's what we did today.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy.
It's USA Softball Stadium Power Tour time. When Softball 360 returns, Team Easton, Mikan, and Worth are ready for a duel in the desert in Las Vegas. Jose Canseco is on deck. The former MLB MVP attempts to set a new record for the longest softball home run.
Softball 360, presented by USA Softball, is brought to you by Miken Sports, elite equipment for the elite player. Dudley, the official softball of the Stadium Power Tour. And by employee-owned Long Haul Trucking. We're looking for quality drivers. Log on to longhaultrucking.com.
The USA Softball Stadium Power Tour heads to Las Vegas for round 4. The Sluggers are joined by special guest, baseball superstar Jose Canseco. He turns his talents to softball, and he attempts to break the world record for the longest softball home run.
When it comes to doing things big, look no further than Las Vegas and round 4 of the USA Softball Stadium Power Tour. Team Easton, Miken, and Worth are ready to determine who is the world's greatest softball home run hitter at the home of the Las Vegas 51s. The rules are pretty simple. Each slugger gets 15 swings. Each home run is worth 15 points, except the last swing. It's the money ball, and it's worth 2 points and could be the tiebreaker today. Please welcome Travis the Blaster Clark for Team Easton. The Blaster uses a super fast whip-like swing to send softball souvenirs deep into the yard. Travis has darn near perfect technique at the plate, and he could put on a How to Do It seminar on the art of the swing. The Blaster ends up with a solid performance, 11 points and the early lead. Say hello to Chris the Crusher Larson for Team Worth. The Crusher is a 2-time champ on the tour. Larson has the classic swing to send softball souvenirs deep in the yard. Let's slow down the Crusher swing. Compact and tight. A swing we can all glean a few tips from. And today, he's all about the lumber with good wood at the plate. Crusher is oh so close. Ends his shift with 10 points, just behind the leader, Travis Clark. Stepping up to the plate at 6'6" and nearly 300 pounds, it's softball royalty Denny Grand Slam Prime. DC has already blasted his way to 4 Stadium Power Tour championships and was one of the first athletes to have a signature Miken bat, the DC 41 Supermax. DC still has the classic Prime swing and puts up 7 big points for Team Miken. The last man standing, Brian, the ball will be flying Wegman. His friends call him Wegs, and Wegs brings plenty to the plate as a softball player. Wegs makes quick work of it with his legendary quick swing and keen eye for the ball. Sports run deep in the Wegman family. Brother Bill Wegman played for the Milwaukee Brewers for more than a decade. And there is no stopping Wegs today. An almost perfect performance, 14 points and the win. Warming up on the on-deck circle, Jose Canseco. His goal, set a new world record for the longest softball home run. Jose Canseco is a 6-time All-Star outfielder who became the first member of baseball's 40-40 club, 40 homers and 40 stolen bases. As a rookie with the Oakland A's, Jose blasted 33 homers on the way to becoming the Rookie of the Year. And today, Jose has a new passion, softball.
Wow, I've been playing it for about 35 years competitive. That's how old I am, actually. A lot of tournaments, co-ed, the whole combination. I've always loved softball. It's the alternative to baseball.
Before the show, a group of officials for the 51s and Softball 360 marked off and measured the exact distance needed to break the world record of 535 feet. And armed with tape measures, GoPros, and GPS, there is no doubt Jose has the power to get to 536. And after a few swings, Jose is sending Dudley softballs deep into the yard and out of Cashman Field. Jose is consistently hitting over 500 feet with his Dudley Senior bat and is getting closer to the 536. Can he make it? The blast is marked at 531, his best of the day.
That's all I got.
Great, but not a world record, at least this time. Jose is ready to rest, regroup, and make another attempt at the record. Stay tuned.
What a show for the Stadium Power Tour sluggers and Jose. If you have a storyline or an idea or feedback, hit us up at usasoftball.com, or we're always live at softball360.com. Like I always tell my campers, remember, dream and believe.
Next week, please join us on Softball 360, presented by USA Softball. We'll have highlights from the WBSC Junior Women's World Championship as Team USA battles Team Japan in the final. The USA Softball Stadium Power Tour takes the roof off the Trop as Team Mikan, Worth, Easton, and Monsta battle at Tropicana Field, home of the Tampa Rays. It's all next week on Softball 360, presented by USA Softball.